My name's Andy. I have the privilege of serving on Young Life's international team. Previous to that, I was actually a chance to serve as a staff person here in San Francisco. So we know this community. We love this community. We love what God's doing here and around the world. It's super encouraging. A few months ago, Jake and I had a chance to start just kind of sit down and start dreaming about what it would look like for us to do something together, and specifically what it would look like for us to put a trip together that would invite the SPC community into one of our international locations where to see God working in a place that maybe we haven't seen before as a church. Chance to go see ministry and be a part of it and serve. A chance to meet the people who are doing the work there, as well as gosh, like what it looked like for us to do something memorable as well. You may not know this, but just if you're learning about Young Life for the first time, and we exist to introduce kids to Christ and help them grow in their faith. And turns out that mission transfers all over the globe. Today we know the names of 2.4 million students around the world. We're in 112 countries. I think we're adding a few this year. The mission is growing. It's an exciting thing. It's a hope-filled message in that. One of the quiet engines behind that growth is something that I get to work on today called Developing Global Leaders. And really what Developing Global Leaders is a sponsorship program that creates a pathway for students, mainly in the poorest developing countries around the world, to something that maybe thought would never, ever happen, and that's a college education, and the chance through that college education to actually impact their communities and their countries with the gospel. So staff people around the world, their best and brightest high school students or recently graduated students get a chance to actually apply for this program. If they accept it, they get a full ride scholarship. They get leadership training over the 4 years that they're in university, and they get a stipend to be able to serve in their local Young Life area while they're attending university. This is the quiet engine for the last 15 years behind our massive growth internationally. I had the chance to see this picture of me and my new friend, George Tina. I had a chance to go to Sierra Leone in West Africa a couple months ago, and she embodies what all of our students embody, which is a passion, a desperation for the gospel. Every student I met in West Africa, I think this is true for a lot of our students in the developing world, have endured much, have seen much, have had to battle through much, and given the opportunity to not only attend university, but to get developed as a leader and deployed as a leader. I mean, she's going to change the narrative in her country. She's going to change the narrative for women in her country. And someday maybe I'll get a chance to come back and share a bit more of her story. I have a whole incredible video, but she's one of the students we're going to get a chance to meet next year. So I'll kind of land the plane here. So Jake and I are excited to announce this trip to Kenya next April during our spring break for you parents. We're going to get a chance to go and serve at a Young Life camp. We're going to get a chance to meet and be with some of the leaders there, the ministry leaders, developing global leaders as well. Rub shoulders with those guys, and we're going to get a chance to create some memories together. There's a safari built in the trip as well. If you're going to go to Africa, you got to go see some animals. So it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. We hope that you'll join us. We'll be back out there on the table answering questions for you. But yeah, we're excited to partner with you guys.
Thank you, Andy.